Welcome to Star Citizen, and in this video we are going over how new players who don't really know much about the game and have their beginning equipment and beginner ships can make some decent money. I'm gonna note out that this is a grind, and I'm gonna start out with my beginning equipment. As you can see, the little white suit, the arc-light pistol, two little med pens, and for my ship I have the RSI Aurora. Now, this is mostly gonna be the mercenary missions grind. At the current moment, we're at Microtech, where I really don't have that much mercenary missions done. We need to note that it's important that you pick a location that you prefer. My main location for this was Hurston, Lowell. We're gonna open the contact manager and we're gonna go under the mercenary tab. Right now, we don't really have many options here. We have the urgent boarding, call to arms, remove claim jumpers, and the defend occupants. We are going with the defend occupants because that is the simplest mission we can do here. We currently don't have any other types of mission, which usually Microtech offers. Microtech being one of the best places to start off with mercenary missions. Now, why I started off with this mission is quite simple. I really don't have any weapons, any armor. I have the arc-light pistol with a single magazine, which is 30 shots, and 2 med pens. But what I want the most from this mission is the reputation to get better missions. The more time you put in with Microtech, the better missions you'll get over time. The idea of this mission is quite simple. Head down the elevator, go down, kill all the hostiles, and leave. But also, while doing so, remember not to hurt your allies. They are the ones in the white armor. And those in the red and bluish or aquamarinish are the ones that are your opponents. It can be hard to make sure who is your opponent or who is not, but the main focus of course being that you should knock them out or at least kill them. This one I knocked out because I did not have a knife, and we can see some enemies over there. I already took some damage. You want to keep yourself ready for cover just in case. There are 4 hostiles remaining, and I can't really go anywhere without a gun, so we're gonna pick up the SMG and we're gonna be careful with what we are doing. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. That's why you need a med pen. Now, this mission is dangerous if you don't really have any armor. Fortunately for me, the friendly guard in heavy armor got killed, and now I have a chance, or if I finish it, I can pick up his armor, his weapons, his everything, and continue with rather good starting gear. Now, the gear is not the main reason why I'm doing this mission, although it is rather big one. Well, after you've killed all of your opponents, you do get a little bit of a reward. I got 16,000, I dropped all of my items, and I picked up everything that the guard had. Now, I'm not yet done with this place. Just to be safe, I'm always gonna check for the boxes in this place. Looting weapons really isn't that important if you want to put in your maximum effort for making the money, or unlocking the missions that will help you make the money. But you can get some good guns that you might want to store on your ship or on some space station. For example, you can't really buy any guns on Lowell, nor you can buy some on Microtech, but the options are rather so and so. So grabbing what you can from this place can kinda help you, although you don't really need to do it, or you don't always need to do it to get the maximum effort out of it. You can just pick up the NPC guns and continue with that. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the simplest mission on Microtech that usually spawns for me. It actually spawns 4 of them and it takes near 5 minutes to complete. So instead I'm doing it on Hurston. We're gonna also take the call to arms, which you should do in any place where you plan to kill hostile NPCs, and we're gonna halt illegal surveillance. Now, in Microtech, it may be with a different name, but the idea is the same. You need to go to the specified location, which I forgot to mark. Go there, spot and destroy 3 of the monitors. Now, you should go to array somewhere around 10 kilometers or so. Yeah, it showed that the objective was completed, and now we're gonna use the tab to try and find some of these spots and fly closer to them. It will indicate that there's something there. We're gonna use the tab again to get more specific location. And you can do it one in two ways. You can destroy it right away, which can save you quite a bit of time if you plan to grind this. And on Microtech, where there is a chance to get 4 of these missions on top of each other, it is a really good way to start out. Now, the timer starts ticking once you start damaging the first one, or even the friendly NPCs start to damage them. And you should try to look around for other spots like that. They are not gonna be around the comms array. Those are the comms array defenses, that's what you need to note. But you can find these in different spots and just target them. Once you get to the 3 kilometers mark or so, it gets marked as well, and you can just destroy it if you wish so. I just went for destroying them because that way I can keep the time at minimum I spend looking around for them. Because if I'm not gonna find it in 5 minutes, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna find it at all. Now, we do have one more to go, which isn't hard. So this just takes, if you get to the position itself, it can take 2, maximum 3 minutes since you spot the first one. And that one's somewhere over there. And once I destroy it, I get easy 20k. And this is probably one of the best starting out missions you can do. As I said, I didn't really have any luck on Microtech with it, but occasionally or usually I do get a lot more of these missions on Microtech than I do get the bunker ones. Opposite one seems to be on Lowville, which I'm gonna show you in a sec. Now that's done, 20 easy K, and if you want you can destroy the hostile NPC ships for that little bit of a bounty money. Note, as I said in the beginning, that you want to do these missions to get your reputation up. Yes, that's what you want to do. So we're here once again. We currently have call to arms. I think everyone should take that just in case, even if you're in the area. And we're gonna go for, we're not gonna pick most of these. Contraband stash, illegal occupants, I know they pay well, but you don't want them. They take way too long. They're eliminating narcotic stash, good money, but takes seriously long to do it, so you don't really want it. Instead, we're gonna take either the guard facility against the threat or guard facility against hostiles, both offering equally good money, and for any NPC we kill, we get extra. So I'm a senior security contractor here, which is why I have access to these missions. You can even do some bounty hunting, which I really haven't been so hard on. And for the Microtech, I really haven't done much, just a couple of missions. Of course, it does get harder the longer you play it, but eventually you'll start making such heaps of money in so little time that it's really, really worth it. And you don't really need to spend any time doing some box carrying missions, doing some trading, which you truly need a big ship for. That's why this is one of the most reliable ways to make money in Star Citizen if you're a new player, and even in the early game. You can easily do 4 or 5 of these missions an hour, and that's a lot of money. If you're gonna push it the whole day, you can make maybe 2 mil, even above that. And you don't really need to go in as aggressively as I go, but I prefer to do it somewhat aggressively so I can do more of them. Also, I can check out the boxes, the loot, everything like that while the wave countdown is running, which means I can check out most of the things. And in the end, I just don't need to look around if I have everything I wanted or everything I'm interested in. You can do it easily camping behind some walls, boxes, crouching down, or just take cover at first until you hear some fighting. The reason I crouched at first and was waiting because I never know from which doors they spawn in from, and so I just pick a position which I know I'm defended well enough at and keep going the best of my abilities. The moment I see that the opponents have spawned in, I can go aggressive or I can just still camp for a while. Remember here that the friendly NPCs are your friends and you do not want to damage them. Killing them or even damaging them can give you crime stat. So then you have to do some rehabilitation work if you want to do these missions again. This is one of the simplest starts and easiest of money that you'll ever make if you're a new player. Veteran ones also have their own nifty ways. You can also partake in some of the events, like Xena Threat, for example, which is or was very popular, and a few others. But other than that, this one is very well paying for what you need to do. Also, the amount of time you spend is actually rather minimal, and you can do, I'd say, 4 of these in an hour easily. I also want to note that even in the beginning I said this is going to be a grind, and it's not gonna be a set of complex different missions you gonna want to do. It's gonna be rather specific missions that pay a lot for rather minimal amount of work. So highly rewarding for the least amount of time spent. There are of course other missions you can do, like bounty hunting, assassinations, that can pay quite well, but this is one of the simplest to start out with. Anyways, thank you for watching.